Hi everyone. Here I would like to show you the overall process of identifying the research gap and how to develop research questions based on literature review process. Okay, so the first step normally we will start with we identify the problems. Okay, or the issue. So we may identify based on our reading or based on our experience, or maybe based on the real problems happen in our organization. For example, okay, let's start with one example. Let's say there is a phenomena, okay, where the involvement in campus sustainability program is low. So I put it here. For example, low involvement in campus sustainability program. Okay, so based on this issue, we will pose, we call it research question. So in the very beginning, we put it in general research questions. For example, okay, what are the factors affecting sustainability program involvement? Okay, so in order to know all the possible factors, we have to carry out a proper literature review. Okay, so this is the process. Now, as a guidance, we can have this what we call summary of literature review table. For example, okay, you can have this kind of table. For example, here the author, the objective of the study, you can put it here, and then here the construct or the variable or the model, okay, in the paper, and then we can here the other for methodology, finding, and then your remark. Okay, you can put your comments. So you will have this table, and you will update this table every time you read papers. Okay, so for example, paper 1, the author, for example, maybe John 2018, for example, and then you write down here the objective of the papers. Okay, do something. Okay, and then for example here, what are the construct they studied in this paper, let's say, okay, this the construct they study, for example, leadership, for example, or maybe policy, for example. Okay, and then methodology, for example, they use the survey, and then maybe respondent, basically maybe the dean, for example. Okay, and then you can put the response rate, for example. Okay, the sampling, for example, maybe they use the stratified. So anything related to the methodology, okay, for example, maybe they apply the what we call the smart PLS. Okay, and then you put the finding there, the finding of the this paper. For example, maybe, okay, sorry, for example, maybe there is a very strong relationship between leadership, strong relationship between leadership and for example performance. Okay, so maybe for example R 0.8, very significant, strong and significant. So all of this you record, okay, and then put your own remarks, whatever your basically your reflection. So the things will continue. Okay, paper number 2 maybe written by Ahmad, for example, 2010. Same thing, you will update, okay, until paper end. So this is basically the process, and you will update this table daily. Every time you read, you will update until you think that, and then you have to review this every day to see the pattern of the finding. Okay, so when to finish? So when you think that it is almost saturated, you discover all the for example, for the last 5 or 10 years, you have discovered all these papers, then you can stop. Okay, now based on this table, okay, let's say we have read 30 or 40 papers. Okay, we have to do some reflection, we have to do some evaluation. For example, okay, based on this information, the finding, and also the construct or the variable used in the study, based on this information, okay, normally we will list down. Okay, we can list down all possible factors that may affect the sustainability program involvements. Okay, so after you listed, then what you need to do is that you have to evaluate. Okay, evaluate the factors. For example, okay, based on all these papers that you have read, for example, okay, you can categorize, for example. Okay, basically there are two kind of category. Okay, the factors can be categorized into two. For example, maybe, okay, organizational factors, for example, and also individual factors. Okay, for the individual factors, maybe, for example, let's say leadership, maybe something related to the policy, for example, or what as funding, for example. Then maybe I don't know, maybe material incentive, example, or etc, etc. Okay, and under the individual factors, okay, you can, for example, from here, maybe you can discover, for example, sustainability knowledge, for example. Okay, maybe put it here. For example, Ahmad mentioned about sustainability knowledge. Okay, so all basically you get those information from this table, the master table here. Okay, maybe social motive, for example. Okay, so you just take it out from this table. Maybe maybe attitude, for example. So all possible factors. Okay, next from this you have to decide. For example, okay, you want to focus on individual factors, okay, that influence why the staff or the campus resident involved or not involved in sustainability program. So if you decide, for example, you have already scope that your research will be focused on individual factors, so you have decided that you are not taking the organizational factors in your research, then you may only focus on the individual factors only. Okay, so after you do sub-evaluation, you have to decide. So based on those table, okay, all these factors you can illustrate, okay, how these factors are related. Okay, for example, based on this, you can this sustainable knowledge, for example, is the factors, and also social motive, for example, okay, the second factors that will influence the attitude, and the attitude will influence the sustainability program involvement. Okay, and based on the above table, okay, you can draw, for example, like this, many, for example, like this. Okay, sustainability knowledge, paper number 1, for example, shows that there is a relationship with the attitude. Okay, and also paper number 1 also mention attitude as the relationship with the SPI. And then maybe, for example, okay, paper number 2 I mentioned about sustainability, social motive have the relationship with attitude. Okay, so you can what we call see the pattern of the previous research. Okay, for example, here it means that, for example, just to make it easy to understand, for example, how many papers showing the relationship between sustainability knowledge to attitude. Okay, maybe here. So this is some just example, okay, to make you understand that we have what we call empirical support to believe that all the variables basically are related. Okay, this is initially the basic model that we developed from the previous studies. Okay, so I call this one is as a what we call as a basic model. Okay, so now the question is, okay, are there any other factors that can be considered? Okay, so the basic model that we developed based on the previous research, we have these 4 variable, and then we ask ourselves, are there any other factors that can be considered, not only limited to these 4? Okay, for example, Okay, maybe there are other factors as well. Instead of knowledge and social motive that may related to attitude, but not discovered by the previous papers when they are discussing about the sustainability program involvement, for example. Okay, so what we need to do is that we also can study, okay, the literature related to attitude. So in order to fulfill this question, okay, so next is that we can also study the literature, okay, related to attitude. For example, okay, once you read the literature here, you can, for example, you can discover that attitude basically, okay, can be formed, okay, based on, okay, can be formed based on, for example, maybe the environment, can be formed based on the education, for example, can be formed based on the experience. So based on this literature, we know that, okay, if we are talking about education, the knowledge is related here, okay, education here basically related to this knowledge. The environment, for example, probably, okay, probably is this one, the social motive can somehow, and then you have to check, is it correspond, okay, the environment and social motive, is it correspond and matching. For example, now I just want to show that, for example, here the previous experience, okay, related to sustainability, okay, may also develop the attitude or influence the attitude. So here this can be added here, okay, previous experience, okay, PE, previous experience related to sustainability, okay. So this will be the new one that I added, okay, after I did my extra reading, extra literature review on attitude, okay. So, and then next, for example, you can ask a lot of things, okay, because now we are evaluating this basic model actually, okay. So another question that you may ask is that how consistent, okay, this one, okay, how consistent the attitude and involvement relationship, okay. So again, you do extra reading, okay, you do extra reading, you do the extra literature review, see the consistency between attitude and sustainability program involvement, okay. Okay, let's say based on the literature review, okay, there is a condition, meaning that here we found that the literature suggests that not every attitude will turn to the behavior, not every attitude will turn into involvement, okay. So there is a condition, for example, based on this review, literature suggests that there is a condition here, okay, when attitude will turn to involvement and when attitude will not turn to involvement. Okay, let's say the previous literature suggested that, okay, how complex or how easy the procedures set by the organization will activate the behavior. Okay, we may suggest, for example, procedural complexity, for example. Okay, procedural complexity. Okay, the procedural complexity may moderate the relationship between attitude and sustainability program involvement. So now we may believe that initially the procedural complexity will enhance or strengthen or weaken the relationship between attitude and involvement. Okay, if the procedure is easy and very supportive, then individual may perform the behavior easily. If the procedure is quite complicated, even though we have the good attitude, but then we never perform the intended behavior. Okay, so to make it short, okay, we may suggest, okay, finally the proposed framework will be, this one is sustainability knowledge, social motive. This is the one, okay, that we added previous experience, okay, related to sustainability, and then here we have the attitude, and then here we have the sustainability program involvement, and then moderated by for example procedural complexity. Okay, procedural complexity. So this is the things. So now actually these are the two variables that we added, okay, to modify the currents. Okay, so basically these are the what we call the gap that we fulfill. Okay, the gap, this is the gap that we fulfill, gap number 1, gap number 2. Okay, next is that based on this, okay, what we need to do is that at the same time, okay, at the same time we have to understand, for example, what are the component of SK, social sustainability knowledge. What are the component of sustainability knowledge, and then also we will study what are the component of social motive. Social motive, the construct, what are the component. Also we will study, okay, the component of attitude, for example. Okay, and then also we will study the component of previous experience, what we define by personal experience and the component, and then also the SPI, what are the component of social program involvement. Okay, so these are basically you have to do it concurrently to get, okay, after you have initial idea on your framework, you have to study thoroughly the component of each of the variable. Okay, and in studying the component of the variable, there is a tendency, for example, you may add, or for example you may remove. Okay, so it depends on how thorough you do the literature review. Okay, so next, once you almost clear on this, then here based on this we write the, okay, we write the research question. Now the real research question. The previous one is that here research question, as I said, general. Now we have a very specific research question in chapter 1. Okay, research question 1, very specific. For example, do sustainability knowledge, social motive, previous experience, for example, influence attitude. Maybe research question number 2, for example, does attitude influence behavior? And maybe research question number 3, for example, do procedural complexity moderate the attitude sustainability performance involvement relationship. Okay, so you can see here basically these are the things that you mentioned in chapter 1. However, in order for you to write a proper research question, research problem in chapter 1, you should do what? You should do the literature review. So this is basically the content in chapter 2. So in actual research, okay, in actual research, you do the literature review first, and then once you have the clear idea, we write the research question later, the second stage. Okay, so that's all for this the overall process of identifying the research gap and also the research question based on the literature review process. Thank you very much.